I want to ask you for some assistance.
Yeah.
It's like I see that there is this is only aliveness, and there's nothing else here. But I kind of very strongly believe that I don't know why that you and others are another aliveness. I don't know why I believe that. It's kind of
What, all others? Or just some others? All others are a different aliveness.
yes, like I believe that they're different aliveness, and I believe that very strongly. Although I see here is just aliveness. It's
Yeah,
not separate.
and it always comes back down to the actual experience. Are there other alivenesses in the experience?
No. In the experience, it's
There's
only
just one.
yes, it's one aliveness.
And that's what it always comes back to. But the mind is always telling stories, and it's only in a story that there's other alivenesses. It's not an actual reality, but that's just the
Yes,
momentum and movement comes up, and when that movement or momentum doesn't come up, there's no other alivenesses again. There's just one aliveness.
it's undeniable that there's just one aliveness in
Yeah.
the experience. In the
Yeah.
experience,
It's amazing how that dream of lots of others has taken over, because the actual experience is one aliveness, and the aliveness is everywhere.
yes,
But it's
it's there.
amazing how those thoughts and energies really feel like the reality is that there are others. But then when that energy and those thoughts drop, then there's just one aliveness again. So there's many times when there are no others, I'm sure, but then those
Yeah.
ideas and energies just pop up again, and then it really feels like somebody else is doing something freely, separate from the aliveness.
This is the experience. Like this is the experience. Like someone appears and he's different talking to you. It's like I see it's one aliveness experientially. Like it cannot be denied. But
and then the suffering comes up when that dream's taken seriously, that he's acting separately from you, because then suddenly you have to be you have to barter with him, you have to be in a relationship with him or her. There's suddenly this bartering going on.
Just the idea of another causes trouble.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. An idea of the other for everybody is what causes trouble. It is an idea. But there can be another body-mind mechanism next to, I can't pronounce your name, I've forgotten it again. next to you, your body-mind. I mean, even saying yours is a bit funny. But there could be one sitting next to, and if there's no idea and energy that comes that there is another next to you, then there's just movement and sound and experiences happening.
Yes, this is exactly what it is, but the belief runs very strong.
Yeah. And this is one of the biggest sufferings. The two big sufferings are relationships, not necessarily sexual relationships, but relationship with the other one. And the other suffering is the money. That's the two biggest stories that play out is money, safety, security, and then getting the love from the other. It's always looking for something from another person. And there are no other people. It's a hopeless game.
Like, if I can ask, I somehow believe very strong that this experience here is not the only experience right now.
Yeah.
I believe that I cannot know that, but I believe that another experiences arises now, which I can call your experience, for example. Like I believe that very strong that there is another experience arises, and this drives the idea that you are another.
Yeah.
It's like very strong belief.
Yeah. Here. And as a child, as a very young child, that wasn't in play. There was just playing with other kids. It didn't start until later.
Yeah, when I was little, I didn't even think about it.
No, that wasn't there, that sense. There was just sounds, colours, diversity happening without even knowing that. And that's the freedom. It's so simple, but it's not something that you can actively do. That energy dissolves when it dissolves. Like, to even imagine you being able to dissolve that energy or get rid of it or stop it in any way is just another fantasy that's happening in beingness.
You know, I gave up managing energies since some time.
You gave up what?
Managing my energies.
You gave up what?
Managing my energies.
Your energies?
Yeah.
What's like that?
This, you know, like this idea that I should manage my energy.
Oh, I see.
Keep it high, you know.
Yeah, and it's just a momentum and daydream that's happening. But there's nothing wrong with it. Whatever appears is what's appearing. It's just that it's not a reality. It's just dreaming.
Yes, I see that.
Nice.
And it's like for me, for my understanding now is and experience somehow is that I cannot stop believing that there is another experience like your experience.
Yeah. And it won't ever be you that stops it. It will, because there's not even a you that's there. So it disappears. In one way, it's never happening.
It's not happening. It's not happening. It's belief, and it's like I cannot say that this is the only experience existing, although this is the only experience for me that exists.
Is it painful relating with other people?
Somehow very painful and somehow very, very pleasurable.
Yeah.
Different.
Yeah.
Most of the time it's very pleasurable.
Yeah.
Relating with other people, but I have very strong fears sometimes. From fears from like not trust in life. Because I see another, I believe in another. That I'm talking not with another. I see that here is only aliveness. It's not separate, like in this conversation like now. Aliveness is not separate, but I believe that another experiences arises maybe for the same aliveness. I believe it's for the same aliveness. It's one aliveness, and two experiences arise in the same time for the one aliveness. I suppose it's something like that. I cannot get more than that.
Yeah, you never can in words, really. But you know, when the fear and the suffering comes with other people, it's always comes from a sense of yearning to feel safety. The suffering, like that yearning for love. Really, even in insecurity and physical vulnerability, what it's yearning for is that safety of love, and that's the essence of the person. So when it's triggered by other people, it's always, even though it might be they're hurting me or they're bad or whatever stories are playing, the essence of it is always yearning to feel love.
Yes, love and absolute security.
Yeah, they kind of the same sort of thing. That there's two things. It avoids fear and tries to seek for love, but they're kind of one and the same thing ultimately, trying to find that security.
Yes. And because I completely lose the idea what I am. I cannot say what I am in any way. Like aliveness is happening, like dream is continuing, it's going on. And it's going on, and I don't know what I am, and I don't, if I have to be honest, this absolute security, love is here more a lot of the time, because I appreciate this beauty happening all the time. Sometimes I appreciate this magnificent beauty. I don't have words for that, for what's happening all the time. But sometimes, like not trusting enough happens. Not trusting enough, like fears and things like that. So it's not this absolute security cannot establish absolutely. Like it's not for now.
Seemingly.
But I believe that this will pass. So.
In a way, it's always past. Like in the way, it's absolute security, and this vulnerability is never really happening. But that pops up, it gives the appearance that it's something that will stabilize in the future. But it's absolutely stable amness, aliveness, and right here, just this fog of meing seems to give the appearance of this vulnerability, but it's always a daydream. It's never an actuality.
Yeah, it's never actual. It's never actual.
Nice.
Yeah, this is the stability. Aliveness is the only stability, which is happening.
Everything else moves.
Yes, everything else moves.
And then aliveness is not moving and moving simultaneously.
Yes, yes. And I don't know why this question and this idea gets stuck for so long time for me. That this question, why I believe that there is another, why I want to remove that. Like I see that this is my problem. Like I believe that there is another. There is another aliveness in a way. Because this existence that I believe that of the existence of another aliveness, and this is my only problem. Like I see that. Although the experience is only one aliveness, which I am in a way.
And it comes and goes, the other, seemingly. Like there'll be lots of times when there's just drinking tea and there's no sense of any other.
Yes, yes, it comes and goes.
But even the one who knows it doesn't really know it. Like the one that knows that that's the problem doesn't really know it. That's just a thought appearing, and then when that goes, there's no problem. When there's typing, there's no sense of any of that. That you know that the other is the problem or anything. There's just typing happening. Tuk, 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 tuk. Or smelling the roses, or sitting on the toilet, whatever it may be. Like these stories always come and go.
Yes, they always come and go and are not there all the time. No.
Nice. How do you say your name again?
Kala.
Kalon.
Oh, you always make all the names wrong.
I know, I'm terrible. No. It's the English. The English are retarded when it comes to other languages. It's the English conditioning in me.
Yeah, English is very easy language. Others are a little bit more complicated.
And we're just terrible because most other languages or other countries speak English. We're very lazy with other languages. The conditioning is very lazy.
It's good for you. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you.
Thank you. Everything. Yeah. Okay. Speak to you soon.
See you. Bye bye.